A massive theft of people's property. Steve Forbes, the editor-in-chief of Forbes magazine, has gone all out and said about the recent step taken by the Indian government over demonetization. In an article written by Forbes in the magazine, he wrote about the government's decision and said what they have done is the money is sinking and immoral. Here are all the details.
Forbes called the Indian bureaucracy to be notorious for corruption, red tape and lethargy. In the article, Forbes has given an overview on how the demonetization move was carried out by the Indian government, about the cash crunch, ATM queues and increase in governmental control over lives. Forbes even went on to compare the decision with former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's infamous sterilization program in the 1970s, called it Nazi-like eugenicides. Forbes wrote, "Not since India's short-lived forced sterilized program in the 1970s, this board of Nazi-like eugenicides was instituted to deal with the country's overpopulation has the government engaged in something so immoral." Forbes has criticized most of the narratives which the government has been using to support the demonetization move. He also wrote about how businesses are closing as the companies are not able to pay their employees. On the issue of terrorism, Forbes said that just a currency change cannot stop terrorism from committing evil acts of terror. On the issue of digitalization, he said that it will happen in a free market one way or the other, but it needs time. Forbes suggested that India should get rid of such a complex tax system, which is the main reason for tax evasion. Forbes suggested for India is slash income and business tax rates and simplify the whole tax structure, make the rupee as powerful as the Swiss francs and hack away at regulations. He also said that such move is only about making the government have more control over personal lives. He wrote, "India is the most extreme and destructive example of the anti-cash fate currently sweeping governments and the economics professions." He added that India, apart from immoral harming its own people, has also set a bad example for the rest of the world.